Got Betty Davis eyes. Her hair is hollow gold. Her lips a sweet surprise. Her lips a sweet surprise. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She's precocious, and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes. I am a spy for the Most High. Secret Service. In these TikTok streets, it's going down for real. Everyone involved is about to be exposed. In these TikTok streets, it's going down for real. Everyone involved is about to be exposed. It's going down for about to be exposed. Just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. All the boys think she's a spy. JoJo Siwa lives in my head rent-free most days. I'm working on a JoJo Siwa TikTok right now where she had used a sound from when she had done her hair, because my friend did my hair for my interview. So yesterday I used that sound, and I'm gonna, after I fix it today, I'm gonna make a video. Like the before and after, but it's cute. Before and after, but it's cute. Before and after, but it's cute. whisper closer. Whisper closer. And she knows just what it takes to make her closer. And she knows just what it takes to make her closer. Show her every day she's my only one. And if my time on earth were through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last? And if tomorrow never comes, her hair is hollow gold, her lips a sweet surprise. I've been taking my antibiotics for like a day and a half. I'm going to try to get out and look for work today if I'm able. I wasn't able to sleep too good, so I thought I'd curl my hair and maybe try to get a little bit more rest and get back out. But I think it's because the antibiotic is actually helping a little this time. The last 3 times it hasn't helped any because my tooth has gotten so bad and the abscess is popping. And on this side it's like huge. I know, Denise, and that makes it really hard because I have autism and I can't really trust anybody to help me. So there's a lot of stuff I'm not able to do. And it makes it hard, and that's why they target my jobs and my living situations, try to get me to just be able to crash so they can say I'm a failure. But I'm willing to work, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm trusting God, so I'm hoping He gives me some type of opportunity where I'm safe. But I'll just keep trusting Him and moving in the right direction no matter what they do. They're still stalking me every single day on TikTok and off. And I just have to keep doing what he calls me to do. Her hair is hollow gold. Her lips a sweet surprise. She'll let you take her home. She's got Betty Davis eyes. Let you take her home. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She's got eyes. But I'm just so weak. I'm moving on. Last I can see. I'm moving on. Last I can see. God has been patient. Last I has been patiently waiting for me. And I know. Yeah, but I'm very limited because I don't have a vehicle or anything, and I kind of got stuck here when I got fraudulently arrested and had all my stuff stolen by these gang stalkers. So they put me in a real bad spot. I got a job and worked hard for like 6 months, and then they intervened with that around the time of my court date and had somebody act like they were coming to get me for a job, and then they said that they weren't able. I don't know. So I had already put in my notice at work. It was real, but there's been so many times on this path I've chose people to trust or thought they loved and cared about me, and they weren't telling me the truth. And I'm learning to like realize when they are that I have to just move past it and try to trust that God has my back and I can figure this out. But I feel really inadequate to figure things out sometimes, but God always does it for me. If I don't give up out, but I feel really inadequate to figure things out sometimes, but God always does it for me. If I don't give up, always does it for me. I was just supposed to walk this road pretty lonely, I guess. So a lot of people behind me don't have to. Where I was to May a couple years ago, I'd gone from grad school to homelessness, and I had been homeless off grid to stay with my dog for 3 years. And I tried to give up, I did, and that's why I have the semicolon tattoo on my shoulder. And God spoke to me and He told me just trust Him, and He would help me out. And each step along the way has been very tumultuous, and at times made me question, like, are you sure you got me, God, you know? But every time he has. And I mean that. Like, I'll get brought to situations I don't even think I can make it out of. Like, just 4 days ago. And all I asked for was prayer. And it works. I mean, I might not be perfectly where I need to be, but I've seen where he's prevented me from situations like ginseng and things that would have taken my life if I had gotten into them physically. And he redirected me, and he stopped their evil plans, and he protected me. So even when it looked like I was getting put in more chaos, God was protecting me from the biggest traps of all. So now I can see what he was doing, and I do have more faith. I do trust him, you know, because sometimes I thought he was doing things to me that he was doing for me. I hope that helps a little. But he never just forgets me when it seems like absolutely all hope is lost, or I've got myself in a situation I just can't fix. He's always there somehow. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. I wish I could walk through. When you don't give the answers, as I cry out to you, just looking for a word. I will trust in you. Amen, Brandy. Same here. That's how I feel. Like, I'll be down to my last breath, and my spirit will want to give up. I'll say I'm too weak. I can't. Like, I'm not going to make it out this time, you know, and I mean that with every fiber of my being. But then I remember who my God is. I ask for prayer, and it works. And then people look at me like some type of a scammer or something because I put my faith in God, and it looks like I had something lined up when I don't. Like even right now, I don't know what the F I'm going to do from day to day. But from day to day, God is providing ways for me to take care of myself and fight for myself. And that was part of breaking the curse, realizing that it wasn't going to be leaning on some fake domestic violence. Ways for me to take care of myself and fight for myself. And that was part of breaking the curse, realizing that it wasn't going to be leaning on some fake domestic violence advocate like Slot or Mama Tot to help me out, because they were the ones leading me down the traps. It was up to me to trust God to get me out, and that's what was going to happen. And that's why he had to have all of y'all see that I have absolutely no help, that I get forced out of every job, that I get abused at the houses I go to, because it happened. And that's why he had to have all of y'all see that I have absolutely no help, that I get forced out of every job, that I get abused at the houses I go to, because no help, that I get forced out of every job, that I get abused at the houses I go to, because most of them are connected to Slaughter Mama Tot. The situation with Dixie, she told me she was Mama Tot's husband's first cousin, and the only reason I trusted her is because Mama Tot pretended to help me with the abuse at Sarah's house, my house, that I had my name on the application, and her husband moved in with me, and I paid our money to get in there at first, and I paid for the moving van, and I paid for their storage because they knew they were already getting kicked out at her mom's house. That's why she invited me there. Her and Slot had set that up. Y'all don't know what yours are connected to my ex-husband or connected to Mama Tot, and I haven't seen them in 20 years, and they were all spreading false lies about me and making money, talking about things that didn't even happen in my life, when I was just trying to share my unmasking journey and share my journey out of homelessness. I don't take a single payout on TikTok. I have not for a whole year. I swear on my life, on my children's life, on my dog. I don't take any payouts from TikTok. I give it all back to my friends in other countries, my friends that struggle with homelessness, and my autistic friends and their families. So You can judge me all you want, but it doesn't make it the truth. And that's why y'all trying to change the narrative about my life, I'm not going to let you, because it's not me. It's not who I am. Aw, thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you. My name is Tabitha. I'm a late diagnosed autistic woman that went from grad school to homelessness, and I've been the victim of targeted harassment for a year and a half. And I'm trying to use my voice to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. Yeah, they're still stalking me. When I was in Vivian's lives yesterday, one of the hater tots that had pretended to be on my side, that Gigi lady or whatever, she was under the name Baby Blue yesterday, and like Mama Tot came in there and gifted against me, and then one of the hater tots gets up in the box with my friends from Africa and from everywhere, and they are like taking money away with Africa and from everywhere. And they are like taking money away when I'm there to like help promote them, and I give them every penny back that I make hanging out with them. And then one of the hater tots gets up there and takes money away from the girl, and they are like taking money away when I'm there to like help promote them, and I give them every penny back that I make hanging out with them. And then one of the hater tots gets up there and takes money away from the girl, and with my money I had in my other account. And so I'm like, y'all want to be messy and come in here and bully and slander and harass. I'm not going to say one ugly word. I'm just going to move the way God tells me to and start showing what they've been doing the whole time, which is trying to ambush everything I have, make money off of things that they think I'm doing when I'm actually giving the money back to help others. But they're doing it to get attention and money, like I said they were doing in the first place. They're still doing it. It's creepy. She was sitting there just with all the gang stalkers in there gifting her, making her look like she was doing something, and she's like, like she was creepy. When I was up there, she kept saying, "Drop her, let me in, drop her." Like, and I'd already let Vivian know she was involved in helping steal my dog. She was pretending to help me get a job at the Family Dollar where I was at, and that's how I was fraudulently arrested, between her and that It's Cookie person working with that TMH lady that was working with Mama Tot. They set me up. They would act like they were helping me, and I was trying to find work, and then they go and they call the jobs and tell them I'm a felon and stuff when I have 0 charges on my record ever. But it's wild. Yeah, that's my thing, is I don't even take a payout here. I give it all back. But the people that do take payouts and that use my name to scam people are trying to pin me as a scammer when they were the ones doing it. I was just doing birthday grams and diamond art and trying to work my way out of fucking homelessness as an autistic woman. I wasn't bothering nobody. I never asked for a penny for being autistic. I've showed my diagnosis now. I still get bullied. They still make up rumors. I mean, it's just no matter what I do, they just bully. Because they got popular doing that, and that's disgusting. He was stolen. That TMH lady showed videos of Mama Tot saying she was my sister, even though she's not. We have neither one of the same parents on our birth certificate. I met her one time as a teenager, and I'm 41. And I told the cops I didn't know her. She wasn't my family. And they showed the cops a video of her saying, Mama Tot saying that TMH was my sister. So they let that crazy psycho steal my dog. And like, I showed the judge while I was in jail I told her about the GoFundMe they had made to raise money premeditatedly before they even set me up and did this. And that's why they had made my bond so low. And I posted pictures of that, of TMH and KCAT going on and asking for money in the GoFundMe to go steal my dog. And so they had set it up with a co-worker that I had worked with at the Waffle House there in Jackson. His name was Cam. He was a cook there. And TMH had reached out to him. I had helped him get his license. He had never had a license before. I went and I was his passenger with a valid license. I was very kind to him. And then he set it up with her to have me fraudulently arrested after that baby blue lady gave out my address. There's a lot of stuff like that that y'all don't know or realize that went on, where this group of hater tots was literally setting me up to get stalked, bullied, harassed, and not have a job. And I still kept getting jobs. I've just pled not guilty, and they pushed it back till like the winter. They're not worried about it because they know it's like a bunch of crazy people calling them all the time, telling them stuff about me. So they just keep putting it off. But I want time to like subpoena every single person involved so we can get the whole truth out there about what happened. And I've sent all the videos over of Slot and Dixie in the box together after they had been talking on the phone for weeks with TMH and each other and setting up trying to hurt me. And then I reached out to them because I thought Slot was involved in, well, honestly, because they were doxing the address in Slot's box, and I knew that I had to expose what was going on and show people. And so I was like, if you're really an advocate, help me. But they had actually set up the whole thing with Maggie to come down and like basically kidnap me so they could get my social security number and get my stuff so they could fraudulently arrest me. That's the only way they were able to get me a year and a half later for what they had done to me. Because they stole my paperwork. They did very illegal things. And then that TMH lady stole all for what they had done to me. Because they stole my paperwork. They did very illegal things. And then that TMH lady stole all the paperwork linking Mama Tot to the purple picket. But in those videos, I show the whole paperwork. And you can see where it's been stolen. Like, I only have one page of it. All the stuff that talks about how Mama Tot was the reason the purple picket did what she did to me got stolen by TMH. And also the video recording of Sandy's husband, Rick, asking to have sex with me and stuff, and me telling him no. My friend here did it for me so I would look nice to go look for interviews. And I had another friend get me a couple of groceries so I'm okay for a couple of days. And I'm going to keep looking for work. And I'm on antibiotics now. And I'm trying to fight for myself in the midst of being lied on and set up every freaking day. I usually use different stuff, but this was something she had that was like the rest of a pack. I'm not sure exactly what it was called. I just really use whatever I can find, whatever's cheap and accessible. I don't have like a actual care routine, but back in the day I did. That's kind of how I built my platform. Was like, even when I was homeless in the desert, I didn't have no running water or electricity, but I would curl my hair with them foam rollers. And my friend Miss Gabby had given me some makeup, a Jeffree Star Morphe palette, and some clothes and perfume while I was homeless. And so I had started dressing up and curling my hair, making myself feel like I could work my way out of homelessness. And that's around the time I had worked my way from Slab City to Philly, and that lady Rebecca was abusing me, so I moved to the shelter. And then when I told the podcast about what happened, that's when my windows were busted out. I was targeted by Slot and Sarah. I had the plan to move with Jataya, and Sarah intervened herself. And that's the same time that Slot went to meet the Crazy Hillbilly Gaming, and then came back and was messaging Sarah, telling her to get me out of her mom's house. And that's why they said that they mysteriously needed to get into an apartment. But the reason she had done it is because her mom had already told her she had to get her drunk, abusive husband out there. The one that was abusing me when Mama Tot saw me getting abused, stepped in and then turned and worked on the smear campaign with my abusers. Make it make sense, Jesus. And I'm the bad guy. I don't think so. No, it won't look Shirley Temple when I get done because I'll like shake it out. I'm just spraying it because it's been raining a lot. Yeah, and then I used the ones that were like blue and purple that were like long and you could like wrap them, you know, too. Those were better like in the desert because the sponges would get so like soaked with sweat because it was 130 degrees. But yeah, I used to take like showers on the back of old trucks like with just a jug of water and stuff. And then that crazy Mama Tot lied and told everybody I had faked my homelessness when I had been homeless for years. And because she had had a combo with my ex-husband, or her husband told him he was rich or something, like she said in her own video. And then he said he didn't know him later, but Mama Tot said he did. She said word for word, my husband used to drive trucks, and he said that Justin Arnold was an upstanding, decent, moral member of the community, and he had a lot of money. So I think I'll go that route instead of helping the girl that was abused. I'll see what I can get. And y'all ain't seeing what really happened. Open your damn eyes. And then Papa Tot goes back later and says, oh, I never knew Justin Arnold. Well, then how did Mama Tot supply all that information? In a video that Snarkers R Us posted, that I reposted on the account y'all got taken down so you can't see the facts. Yes. She is not who she appears to be at all. I trusted her wholeheartedly. She lied about my autism. She worked with Slot. She sent mean messages to G about me, mean messages about G to me. She offered him money to lure me there, did weird shit when she messaged me and said she was helping me out. She said, I'll help you get to G. And then she sent him messages talking shit about me. She's an evil woman. And she like did awful things pretending that she was helping me. She acted like she was going to help me get my license. And then she used the info and then never helped me get my license. And then suddenly I get fraudulently arrested and all the information connecting her to what happened to Purple Picket disappears, which is obstruction of justice. And you can see in those videos where I was talking to Slot when I was in Dixie's that I showed the whole paperwork. They stole it because they knew I had it. But it still shows I had it. So just because y'all took it, I have shown it online before. We can get all the records. But they're trying to cover up for the police stations that helped work with the gang stalkers and did illegal shit to me. They had a police officer's mom give out my address in Mama Tot's box. They had Dixie contact me and say she was Mama Tot's husband's first cousin and she was helping me. And I needed to come there and I could house sit for her, and then she had a camper I could buy, and I almost had enough for it. Then Big Keen sent me the rest of the money for it because he said he was helping me, but then he turned and worked with them, and after her and her husband beat the shit out of me, Big Keen took the payout to lie and say that I was the one that abused her when all I did was get my phone back after she broke my glasses, punched me in the face, and her husband and her had came in, taken my dog, taken my tablet, taking my phone, tried to cut me off from society. So I reached out to what ended up being a fake DV charity and asked for help, but they were working with her. So it got worse, and then they tried to pin their crimes on me. But that ended up being the best thing that could happen, because then I'm going to be able to have them actually, you know, face a judge and tell them all the lies they're telling people on the internet, and they're not going to add up. So we're going to get it all out there. Well, it's true, and a lot of people have witnessed it online. A lot of people saw the truth. They had a man pretend he was coming to visit me because I have autism, and I was really scared, and he pretended like he was protecting me because of all the stalking and stuff. And he coerced me into having like a conversation on FaceTime. And he kept saying like, show me this, show me that. And I said, okay, but you have to promise this is just a private conversation between us. And he said, I swear on my life I won't show anything. And then Big Keen and Ginseng paid him money to exploit those images, and then they bought my domain name, and they worked with that TMH lady and racketeered my images illegally online and charged people money for images. I've never sold myself out as a homeless autistic woman. I never did OF. I never sold feet pics, nothing. I always trusted God to help me. And they exploited my body as a homeless autistic woman for money. Indian Outlaw, Big Keen, Slot, Ginseng Ninja, all of them. They did. They got together and they literally paid money for this guy to pretend he was coming so they could get my images and like make me look like a bad person when I was a private conversation with one man who had been pretending like he was helping me for a year and then took a payout from the people that he was saying he was willing to protect me from. And he admitted that. He told everybody, yes, Ginseng and Keen and Indian Outlaw paid him money to do what he did. And then they ended up having this crazy TMH lady steal my dog, all my stuff, my birth certificates, the info connecting Mama Tot to the Purple Picket and everything that happened, and she stole it all. Why would you steal it if I'm lying? Why would you steal it if you hadn't done nothing wrong? Make it make sense, Jesus. And they wanted to just phase me out, have me lose all my jobs, not be able to tell the truth. Well, I'm going to keep crawling back up till all the truth is out there. Thank you, Miss Simon. How are you, gorgeous queen? And they still stalk me in lives. I'll be hanging out with my friends and they come in trying to get attention and money and bully. Still, after years now. Just telling bold-faced lies. And then apparently I heard that Snarkers R Us, the one who posted all that crap about Mama Tot saying she knew my ex-husband I had a protective order against and stuff, She apparently is like lost her home and begging for money and then making fun of me for being in need like for over a year. It's like when I found out she lost her home, I hit my knees and prayed for her to have shelter. But when I'm struggling, they talk about me like I'm crap. And it's like, you're just weird. Because we are not the same. I'm trying to end homelessness for all of us while y'all are trying to leave me homeless. That's odd behavior. For real. It's karma too, though. I mean, she wants to target me and try to leave me homeless. I'm going to keep getting back up on my feet. That's what you get when you try to force karma on a chosen one that's here in their purpose instead of allowing God to just do what he's doing. Because you can't force karma on me for what I survived, honey. It don't work like that. Because I'm literally on here, haven't asked nobody for one penny. I've been honest about my situation. I've talked about what's going on, but I ain't asking nobody for nothing. God has provided for me. And I appreciate every single person in my path. Either a lesson or a blessing. But then the people who made fun of me are literally begging, straight up begging, wet begging, not even dry begging, for a place, for money, for a place to stay when they have treated me like absolute crap and trash. They steal my diamond art ideas. They dress up like pickles. I mean, everything I do, they want to live in my bathwater. Oh. Plug this up. I gotta plug this up. Alright, I think I'm going to get off here and get a little bit of rest. And then get up and go look for work when I'm feeling a little better. But thank y'all for getting ready with me. I love you guys. Please be kind to each other.